Live, 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 live. Everything's live. Let's get the ticker going. Banner. What's going on there? Excuse me. Salakia. The attendance in the chat. All right, let's clap it up. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabarakatham to all the Akim. Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwathium. This priest and officer of 1,000, Aisha Allah, with the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge on the eastern shore of Maryland. You understand? Let's give that a hand one time. Y'all here trying to build up this nation, you know what I'm saying, and all the different little cracks and crevices on this earth. You understand? The ISUPK is trying to bring out the truth of the Bible since 1969, that the so-called blacks, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans are the Most High's true chosen people, all right? And that we need to get back to, you know, the Most High. You understand? We need to realize that the oppressor has deceived us masterfully. And we need to get back to, you know, the truth. All right, we got to get back to the truth. Why do we need to get back to the truth? Because every damn thing else has failed. Huh? Everything else that we have tried to fix, you know, our community has completely failed, man. And the reason why it's failed is because we've gotten away from the solution. We've gotten away from the real answers to our problems. We've gotten away from the real wisdom and the real counsel that fixes a people. You know, we and the thing is you know, the Bible says that we have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. We have a zeal for the Most High, and everybody has this thirst and this desire to find answers. Like everyone's on this quest to find answers because, you know, damn, life is tricky. This place is complex. You know, with the wars and the rumors of wars, you know, all the social disarray, all the protests, all the injustice, all of the suffering. Like we all feel that the dysfunctional households and the families, the neighborhoods, the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations. Like there has to be something better than this. You understand? There has to be something that can fix that. Something's broken, something's off. We all feel it, and we all look for answers. Where do we look for it at? The Christian church is where we start, right? Yesterday in Maryland, you know, everybody voted, right? We go to them polls for the answers, to the politicians, to the leaders. Like I said, we go to the Christian church, we go to the pastors, we go to the bishops. Huh? We run to them with all of our problems, all of our heartache, all of our concern, all of our hopes, all of our dreams. And, you know, they fail to deliver day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Every 2 years, the politicians fail. Every 4 years, the other politicians fail. Despite who the candidates are, despite the promises that are made, here we are continuing to suffer the same plight that we've always suffered. And we think that like the solution is going to be found outside of what got us into the situation to begin with. And what got us into the situation to begin with was our disobedience to the Most High. The children of Israel's disobedience to the Most High is what allowed us to be sold unto our enemies. You understand? To have to you know, all of the curses, you understand? All of the curses are children being sold, children being ripped from their mothers. You understand? Worshiping other gods and just captivity in general, because we disobeyed our Father, who said if we won't obey him, then these will be the things that you'll suffer. So everything you suffer today is because of your forefathers and your disobedience to the Most High. So the ISUPK is trying to bring out the truth of the Bible to the 12 lost tribes of Israel so that we can fix our communities, so that we can give it a dang a try, give it a trial, give it a trial run, give it a 90-day experiment to actually try to turn back to serving the Most High. Give it a 90-day test run and see if a lot of these problem areas in your life don't become a little bit more manageable. You understand? See if that those addictions you have don't become a little bit more fightable. That relationship with that woman that you're dealing with, if it doesn't become a little more operational and functional. You understand? If the order of a household doesn't become a little bit more structured. Listen, we got to turn back to the Bible, okay? We got to turn back to the wisdom of the Most High. Aliyah, let me get the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4, if I could. The reason why we don't get no solutions up inside that church is because they want to. You heard the saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. The Christian church has taken the most important part of the Bible and discounted it. You understand? They've discarded it. Anybody know what that is that they've discounted? Aliyah? The Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, man. They discount the very thing, like the jewels. You know what I'm saying? The instructions. Outside of the law, statutes, and commandments, what do you got? Huh? Stories about how Israel didn't obey those laws and were punished. Stories about how different brothers and sisters in the Bible did obey those laws and the Most High took care of them. Huh? Like, how do you discard the law and keep all the stories? Let's get that. You got it, warrior? Go ahead.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
Go ahead.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
Say that again.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime. Does anybody know what that means? It's not really that deep. For whatsoever things were written aforetime. Alma. Yeah, what was written before. There were some things that have been written down that we will encounter. You understand that? Before I got here, something was written down. There was something that was put in writing. What was it for? Read.
We're written for our learning.
We're written for what?
For our learning.
We're written for what?
For our learning.
For our learning. Those things that were written down before time were written for our learning so that we will learn from it. You understand? Like those instructions that are written in this Bible aren't for theater, like your pastor thinks. Your pastor is constantly auditioning for what's the acting? An Oscar? Is that the one? The Oscars? He is constantly or an Emmy, huh? He's constantly putting on a show, a whole theatrical performance. Tyler Perry has gotten rich off of taking church things and making entertainment of it. And he stole that. He I don't want to say plagiarized it, but he plucked that straight out of church culture, Christian church culture, the singing, huh? How do we focus on all of that and disregard the things that were actually written for our learning? What was it that was written for our learning, Amawan? The law, statutes, and commandments. Everybody understand? We're supposed to learn from those things, right? All of these historical records, like I said, the history of Israel, how it came to be, the different acts of obedience that brothers and sisters would have to display in order for to get where we're at. and then the acts of disobedience that would be displayed. And then to see those consequences, we're supposed to hear these stories and learn from them, not just be entertained, not just be moved to clap our hands and stomp our feet. We are supposed to learn that obedience is better than sacrifice. You understand? It says, whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning. Read.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
That through what?
that through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
That through what?
through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
That through patience and comfort of the scriptures. These things are supposed to be comforting. You understand? It's like damn, what, like the Christian church acts like the law is something that is just negative. They treat it like it's a negative thing. You understand? Like to learn about how angry the Most High can be at his children for their disobedience, the church doesn't ever want to focus on that. Huh? They just want to focus on the blessings. That's it. It's all about the blessings. Ooh wee. It always has, just such a feel good feeling, and that's what we want to hear. We'd rather hear those sweet things, those good things. But sometimes we got to hear those things that'll help us learn. Sometimes we got to take medicine that is disgusting, right? Medicine that tastes so nasty going down. But that medicine can fix you. It can heal things. You understand? It says that the scriptures that were written aforetime were written for our learning, and that through the patience and the comfort of the scriptures, read,
might have hope.
Might have what?
Hope.
Might have what?
Hope.
Might have hope, man. That's what we're looking for. Ain't that what we all looking for? Huh? But Barack Obama ran on an entire platform 8 years ago or whatnot about hope. Huh? It was all about hope, hope, hope. Everybody wants the damn hope. Huh? But wouldn't it be better to hope in something that's actually proven effective? Huh? Wouldn't you rather hope in something that's a sure bet? Huh? Yeah, y'all all got them DraftKings and FanDuel accounts, huh? And you put those you put those parlays together with all that hope that that the Pacers cannot get kicked out of the playoffs by the Knicks. Y'all got that hope, but you don't know. Well, here's the thing: there are some things about this world, about who we are, about what happens when we obey the Most High, and what happens when we disobey the Most High. Yeah, I mean, those are guarantees, man. Those are sure things, and that's what these scriptures are for, man. So here we are, Mental Health Month. Everybody out here with these trying to raise these kids without the things that were written aforetime, huh? Black, Latino, and Native American children are having a rough time in these schools. I don't know if y'all know that. The data and the statistics on the academic performance and the behavioral problems of our children, it's the writing's on the wall. It's rough. And what can we do about it? Huh? Huh? What we need to open up another gym, another latchkey program. They don't call it that no more. But we need to open up another community center that they could go play basketball in. That's what we need. We need more basketball gyms. Huh? Well, we need more after school programs. Huh? No, we need the instruction that comes from the Most High for his children. That's what we need to get back to. Let me get the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6. So we're going to be talking about training up our children, man, according to the Bible. This society, this nation, it has done a terrible job of giving our families any real models for excellence, any real models for success, any real models for knowledge and wisdom and safety and security, that they've done a terrible job. It's evidenced in all the things that our children are into today. You understand? You got that, Amawar? Read.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Train up a child.
Do what?
Train up a child.
What's that first word?
Train.
Train. That's such an important word, man. That train word. Training is so. It's not what parents are even encouraged to do to their children today. Today, parents are under a lot of scrutiny when trying to train their children. You understand? Like parents are not allowed to train their children in all things, I should say. TikTok, you something else, man. I think I don't care though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get into it a little bit. You understand? This society will have you have a relationship, conceive a child, carry a child, birth a child. Child's in the world, and you're feeding that child, huh? And that child's growing up, and that child gets to, let's say age 7. And there are things that child could tell you about itself that you just have to accept. There are some things that child can tell you that you can't tell that child that they're wrong about. That child could tell you how it is and what they're going to do about that. Ask Dwayne Wade. Huh? And this wicked society is so strategic. They take the celebrities and they make them poster children for the types of agendas that they have. You understand? So when Dwayne Wade has a son who tells Dwayne Wade, hey, look, pops, yeah, about that son thing. Yeah, I've got a different idea. I'm going to do this differently. And the parents expected to just accept it? Nah, the Bible says train up a child. You understand? I got a dog that's about 1.5 years old, right? Now he's a year and a couple months, right? And he thought it's so he as a puppy, he thinks it's okay to just pee in the house. Just pee. Right? Now that's what he thinks is the right thing to do. But in my house, that's unacceptable. So I have to undergo a sequence or a series of reinforcements, right? Some discouragement to do one thing, encouragement to do another, in order for him to get on my page about where we use the restroom at. You understand? Where we relieve ourselves. You take that outside, brother. You hold that till we get outside. We'll give you plenty of opportunities to get out there and do that, but I need you to hold tight till we get there. You train him. So why do parents think that it's okay to not train their children? Aren't our children more important than dogs? Huh? Aren't the lives and the welfare of our children, doesn't it outweigh and out-prioritize a canine? Now, the thing is, you got to be consistent. You got to be constantly engaged. You understand? You got to continuously give that feedback. And you have to observe. You got to observe your kids. You got to know what in the heck is going on. You got to see your children, man. Never seeing your children is not an okay thing to do, yo. You have got to pay attention to your children, man. What is this? Oh, somebody getting blocked on YouTube. That's tough. That's tough. I've never had to block anyone ever, yo. Ban user and their comments. All right. Shalom. That's wild. All right. That's somebody whose parents didn't train them. You understand? Not trained in the wisdom of the Most High. Not trained in the things that were written aforetime. because we ain't got time for childish comments. No, not today. All right. It says, train up a child. Go ahead.
in the way he should go.
In the what?
In the way he should go.
In the way he should go. Not the way he's going. Huh? Not the way that he thinks he wants to go. No. What the hell? You have a responsibility, man. Us parents have a grave responsibility to tell that child what they should and shouldn't do, man. And here's the thing. What do we even know what to do? How can we train the child in what to do if we don't even know what to do? If we just following our own heart, let's say that's the philosophy that the Christian church teaches. Just follow your heart, right? God speaks to all of us individually, independently, and we can all kind of, have our own separate personal relationship with God and Jesus. So what Jesus is telling me to do might be different from what he's telling someone else to do, might be different from what they're hearing him tell them to do. And you know what everybody who does that does? They don't go to the Bible. You understand? They don't go to the Bible and what the law is about those, the expectations of the Most High. Or they don't go to someone who knows the Bible to get the counsel on the decisions that they want to make. They just follow their own heart. Well, damn, guess what you're going to end up with? You're going to end up with children that follow their own heart. Children that just do what they want to do. So you won't be able to train them. Well, not in the way you think. You will have successfully trained your child to do whatever they want. And that's a dangerous thing, especially in this society, especially in this land, where children are being enticed to do terrible things, to make terrible life decisions about their genders and their what type of partners they'll have, and all the confusion that comes from this, man. You would think like in society today, if your child is what they say, straight, like they'll be coerced into considering if that's true. You understand? There will be more pressure by society to have your child consider whether or not they're truly straight, or if someone made you think you are, but you're really not. You know what I mean? Like they will make them consider that, man, in this society. And the Bible is against that. We know that much. The Bible is against that abominable behavior, man. Go ahead, keep reading that.
And when he is old.
And when what?
And when he is old.
There's going to come a time where that child grows up. Now, this society puts a number on it. You understand? They put a number. They say, when is an individual considered an adult in this land? How much? 18. See, in Israelite culture, we don't put a number on it. It's not a number thing. A date, the ticking of a clock and the changing of a calendar day does not take your child from being a minor to an adult. It's not a difference of 2 seconds. You understand? There will be a period of time where a young man grows up and he just, it's not a switch like that, like in this society. It's a course of time where they just start to take on more responsibility and they start to problem solve a little bit differently. You understand? They start to become a little bit more independent with their problem solving. You understand? And their creativity and their planning. Like you'll see it as your kids grow up and they get into the teenage years and they start to get their their little driving credentials and stuff. You'll see how they start to navigate life and their obligations with their schoolwork and the things outside of school, whether they take on a job and putting in applications. And you'll start to see a transition to a young man who is becoming a man. You understand? Not a calendar day. You know, not the stroke of midnight. Now you're an adult. Nah, that's fairy tales. That ain't wisdom. That ain't wise. Which is why we don't celebrate. One of the reasons why we don't put too much stake into birthdays and how old someone is. What the hell does it matter? You understand? All right, so let's get into y'all said excuses to avoid accountability, not to rob. I don't think anybody making excuses to avoid accountability. That's see, that's the difference. We actually are all about accountability. Let me get Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4, if I could. Yeah, we all about accountability. That's the difference. That's the difference. You let America raise your child, Lord, there will be no accountability. You understand? America will take the parenting out of parenting. America wants parents to leave the children to their own devices, which is absolutely against the Most High. Do you know what the CPS, the Child Protective Services standard for parenting a child is? Do you know what the bare minimum standard for a parent to retain custody of their child? Place to stay, can of beans in the cabinet. That's about it. That's about it. That's a small. That's a small. Yeah, I mean a shallow criteria, man. When the Most High has so much more that He expects from us, we got to train our children. Lots of teaching, lots of lessons, lots of repeated lots of revisiting lessons. You understand? Lots of reflecting, lots of debriefing events that might happen. You understand? So that they don't occur again. Oh, it's training, training, training. That's how I don't know. I don't understand how that's ducking accountability, man. That's crazy. That's a crazy comment. You got that? 6 and 4. Go ahead.
And ye father,
Do what? Who?
ye father,
Who?
ye father,
Ye fathers. Go ahead.
provoke not your children to wrath.
Do what?
Provoke not your children to wrath.
Don't provoke your children to wrath. See, there's a certain kind of seasoning that parenting, especially as a father, requires. You understand? You can't just be a brute tyrant, you know, knocking heads off all day. That's not what it's about. That's not good training. You understand? Like even a dog that just gets beat all day by its master. Oh, it might sit when he tells it to sit, but it's not the same kind of obedience. You understand? It's not the same kind of respect. You understand? Like it's a very shallow type of respect. You understand? That dog will turn and hurt that man one day. One day that man's gonna go to kick that dog, and that dog's gonna lock onto his leg. You understand? And it's gonna be a time. But there's a certain seasoning that parents have to bring to this training, especially with their children. And that's why it says, provoke not your children to wrath. Go ahead.
But bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
But do what?
But bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord.
Bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. What does admonition mean? Someone stand. That's just the lights. You got it. Someone got it? Read it.
An act or action of authoritative counsel or warning.
Authoritative counsel or warning. It's when you understand that the Most High is the authority, but he's the authority because he knows better than you. So because he knows better than me, I'm going to yield to what he says to do. You understand? Like a toddler. A toddler will just crawl on the ground and eat anything that'll fit in its mouth. You understand? But a parent that knows better will teach that child, you don't just pick that up and don't pick stuff up off the floor and put it in. Stop that. At, huh? You do that with babies. You tell a baby at, right? But then like teaching them that the most high is what drives my parental decisions. The most high is what is going to drive your, decisions as you grow. You understand? Like it's a we thing. You understand? And parents have to be very careful to model that. You understand? That's why it's so important for all you brothers and sisters that's out there that's got kids. I mean, your kids are watching everything you do. They're learning from everything they see you do. I can't think of anything more important for a brother to do for his family than to get in all black and get up inside this school and change his life to be a man that serves the Most High and obeys the Most High. I can't think of a more profound teaching tool for a brother to utilize to save the family that he has than to he himself come through those doors and take on that lifestyle. You understand? To demonstrate that admonition of the Most High and what his rules and expectations are. Despite the rules and expectations that we used to follow. In the world, I didn't follow rules, man. In the world, what the hell was a rule? A rule was nothing but oh, that's what y'all do? Nah, that's no way to do this, man. Let me get Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7, if I could. Oh, yeah, Salakia. Yeah, all right. No sweat, YM. Okay. Look, I had a troll in here earlier, so I'm a little bit aggressive with this chat room right now. You know what I'm saying? And TikTok, they hard-headed. So, the trolls is out. But no sweat. Salakia, Israel. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7.
Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord.
The what?
The fear of the Lord.
The what?
The fear of the Lord.
The fear of the Lord, man. We got to teach our children the fear of the Most High, man. Our kids ain't scared of damn nothing. You understand? Well, I can't say they're not scared of nothing. Our kids fear strange things. Like our kids fear peer pressure. Our kids fear not being liked enough. You know what I'm saying? Our kids fear not having on, expensive enough shoes and clothes and being hip to the latest trends and the hell they call them, those again, those not being up on the different challenges, you know what I'm saying, and the lingo. Like our kids fear, not fitting in. But man, there's some that's out the window. All that fitting in nonsense is out the window when you find out when you revisit what was written aforetime, huh? The book of Deuteronomy says that that as a matter of fact, you hold that. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, if I could. This is what our kids need. This is what our kids need to learn. And we're gonna stay right there with the Proverbs with that fear, okay? You got it? Go ahead. Come on with that Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Go ahead.
For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people. Our children need to realize that they are a holy people, man. You teach your children that they are holy. What does holy mean? Ask someone in the Christian church what holy means, huh? They're gonna say holy is when you wear a big hat in church, huh? Holy is where you dress up every Sunday. You wearing a good suit and a tie, right? Holy is when when the songs come on, you stand up and raise your hands. That's holy. Holy is when you sing along with the songs and you swaying back and forth and you clapping, And then holy is you want to get really holy when the music get real good to you. You just take off running. Just haul ass around the church, or stop and do a two-step, just dance. That's holy. Or you want to be super holy, just start uttering some gibberish about Hanabanana. Oh yeah, now that's how you get super holy, huh? But if you want to even take that to the next level, here's how you get holy. Yeah, tell people that God's talking to you, huh? God talks to you and tells you that you're gonna get a car. God's about to bless you with a car. That job you applied for, you're gonna get it. Someone out there is thinks that they're about to go to jail, right? You think you're gonna be found guilty in this trial. God's telling me to tell you this case is gonna get dropped. Those charges are gonna get dismissed. Okay, that's the ultra holy, huh? And then they say, you know what? Here's the holiest of the holies. Now I'm the guy that if you come and put money in my bucket, God's gonna give you 10 times that. So just come on, whatever you want to put $10 in, God will give you 100. You put 1,000 in, God's gonna give you back 10,000, huh? You put 100,000 in, million. Those are your mega church pastors, huh? Full of millions of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people following damn TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar, huh? And listen, man, nah, that ain't it. That ain't what holy is. Holy means separate, different, set apart. And the Most High chose us to be separate, different, and set apart. You being separate, different, and set apart is so important. You understand? You should go in your school and aim to be set apart. Train your children to be set apart from the damn daily nonsense that they see that has become the norm inside of school systems. What they call it, eloping. That means when your kids are skipping class. We used to call it playing hooky. They call it eloping. Your kids will go hang out in the bathroom all damn day. All the kids are doing it, huh? Teach your children to be different because the Most High says that they are different. Keep reading. You read it from the top.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He's done what?
Hath chosen thee.
He's done what?
Hath chosen
Teach
thee.
your children that they've been chosen by the Most High to be different. He could have chose anybody. You understand? He could have chose the Moabites. He could have chose the Ishmaelites. He could have chose the Edomites. You understand? He could have chose the Hamites. No, he chose the Israelites to be different. Read.
To be a special people.
To be what?
A special people.
To be what?
A special
Don't
people.
you know that when you go to school and you stand out like that you're supposed to stand out because you're special, because your conduct isn't at a very animalistic and carnal level that this society requires you to be at. You understand? Like society is trying to raise our children to be easy pickings as adults. You understand that? This society is trying to create such a dysfunctional individual that by the time you're an adult, you just get fed into a system. What do they call it? The school to prison pipeline, huh? The school to prison pipeline. Not to mention, just even if you ain't in prison, I mean, if you're just a mind slave to the oppressor by celebrating all of his holidays and all of his traditions, right? And you're pushing all of his propaganda, huh? You're so damn patriotic. You understand? Like that's good enough. So whether you're in stripes, you know what I'm saying, behind bars with a DOC number, or you're in red, white, and blue flag t-shirts on the 4th of July, it's all the same. It's the same captivity. Everybody understand that? What they need you to do, though, is not obey the Most High. What our enemies need us to do is to never, ever, ever turn back to the Most High and serve him. Keep reading.
Above all people.
Where?
Above all people.
Just like.
Above all people.
Similar to.
Above all people.
Right with.
Above all people.
Holding hands.
Above all people.
Above all people. Your children should be better than everyone else in the school. You understand that? children from the ISUPK are so damn excellent. And this is what I mean. I said 90-day trial. Listen, you start training up your child to not be like everyone else, to not be out here, falling for any quality spell, just trying to get, just trying to be equal with everybody. Everybody's equal and God loves everybody and everybody just gets along and everybody just hold hands and we can all just get along and everybody could just be friends and just happy. And no, teach your children that they are chosen by the Most High to be better than everyone else. The graduation pictures from the the brothers and sisters in the ISUPK, the college graduations, man, the damn report cards and all of the accolades of student of the month, all of this stuff, like all the excellent qualities of children who are being raised in the ISUPK, man. Imagine having kids that are 17 years old that have not gotten high, and in America or Maryland where marijuana is now legal. Give yourselves a hand. They don't know how it feels to be high. You understand? They don't know what it feels like to take a Percocet. You understand? Or to hit one of them damn stupid fruity marijuana vape pens. You understand? Like, no, that's a blessing. Way to stand out. I know you're the only ones in the school. You know how I know? Because you're the only ones in here tonight. And you know why? Because this is what works. This is what works. Following the Most High under Commander General Yohana and Yahweh Shai is the only solution for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Did you have a question? You still got a problem? No sweat. Let's go ahead and get back to it.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7.
Go ahead.
The fear of the Lord.
The what?
The fear of the Lord.
I teach them to fear the Lord more than they fear, being called a square. Huh? More than they fear being, damn, picked on social media because you didn't get high. Oh, you're gonna fear the Lord more than that. You understand? You gotta fear the Lord more than, not becoming a crackhead. Fear the Lord more than not becoming a member of the LGBTQ community. You got to fear the Lord more than, you're going to get ostracized and criticized for exhibiting toxic masculinity in a society where they don't want boys to act like boys. They don't want boys to grow up to be strong, masculine men. They want you to soften, man. I just be soft, man. Just meet in the middle. They want the boys to become soft. They want the sisters to become hard as hell. You understand? Yeah, everybody just trade places and switch roles for a while. Let's see how that works. You got to fear the Lord more than that peer pressure and that propaganda. All right? Keep reading.
Is the beginning of knowledge.
Is what?
Is the beginning of knowledge.
Is the beginning of knowledge. That's the first thing you can do. You teach your children to fear the Most High. If they can teach them about how the Most High destroys things and people and nations and the planet. Teach them about Deuteronomy chapter 28, the curses that the children of Israel would face behind their disobedience, and show them the history of the Native Americans in America and the Latinos in Middle and Southern America, and the so-called Negroes on the transatlantic slave trade, and the Haitian brothers. Teach them about the destruction and the curses and the punishment that the Most High will bring to a nation that his children who disobey him. Teach them these things. Teach them that there is something to fear, and it's disobeying the Most High. The rest could fall by the wayside, huh? The rest of that is just is nonsense. If you fear the Most High, you'll obey him. Keep reading.
But fools.
But what?
Fools.
What do fools do?
Despise wisdom and instruction.
They do what?
Despise wisdom and instruction.
A fool don't want to be told nothing, man. A fool does not want any instructions on how they should live their life. A fool, in a fool's mind, you know, everything that they decide to do is the right thing to do. Don't raise your children to be that way. We talked last week about wisdom, you know, getting counsel. You understand? About how a fool's always right in his own eyes. A fool is wise in his own eyes, but a real wise individual will go get counsel. Teach your children to get like to seek after that instruction, not to have a damn attitude every time they get a correction, huh? Not to be sitting there sucking their teeth, rolling their eyes every time they've done something wrong, and an adult says, "Hey, nah, you shouldn't have done that." You understand? Or no, there's a better way you could have done that. That's not how you should have handled that. That is how you should have handled that. Excellent job. You understand? Like that's like teach a child to appreciate the instruction. Drop down to verse 22, Baba Kashar.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 22.
Go ahead.
How long, ye simple ones?
Say that again.
How long, ye simple ones?
I was asking a question. How long, ye simple ones, man? Like, goddamn, how long is it going to take? Keep reading.
Will ye love simplicity?
Read that all together.
How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
You don't. Anybody know what it means to be simple? Huh? Yeah, simple. Simple just means not smart. You understand it? It's a way of saying not smart. How long are you not smart individuals gonna love not being smart? Like how like it's how you would look, all right? Because I guess everybody either don't nobody really champion being a crackhead. So I'm gonna just use that, you know what I'm saying? Just as an example, right? But like people look at a crackhead or a drug addict, right? Like, you know, or a heroin addict and wonder like, damn, like look at your life is in shit. How long are you gonna keep getting high on crack? Look at your teeth are falling out, your face is sunk in, you piss like you're sleeping out, like you look at them and you wonder, like, damn, when are you gonna stop doing that? Huh? That's my question about the LGBTQ community. Goddamn. Like how long are you brothers and sisters gonna keep doing this nonsense? You can't tell. How long? You know what I'm saying? Like even you even got to acknowledge this. When people find out that people are exploring that lifestyle, what do they say? Oh, it's just a phase, right? And now what they do, they be like, yo, it's just a phase. You get what I'm saying? Like that's something that they're not. There's no way they're going to stay in that forever. You get what I'm saying? It's just a phase, but you know, how long will you simple ones love simplicity, man? We got to stop being so damn simple. You parents, how long are you going to let your children call the shots in your house? Huh? How long are you going to run around as clueless as you are before you realize you need to go find some answers your damn self? Huh? If you can't look at your children and see them, what they call it, windmilling through life, trying to find answers and trying to find how they should act, trying to find who they should hang with, trying to find what they should be. And you can't give them anything, like you can't give them any direction except, oh, they'll figure it out. You know, one day, you know, they'll follow their heart and everything will just work out, I guess. Like, at what point do you say, I need to get some answers for my children, man? My kids need me to get answers. Well, here's your answers, man. It was written aforetime. And the ISUPK under command of General Yohana, man, we are delivering that written information from aforetime for our learning. That's why we don't have you know what I'm saying? That's why we have classes 5 nights a week. You understand? The ISUPK all across the globe in any time zone, any country, you understand? In any state across the globe, the ISUPK has classes that are airing that you can tune into and learn. Learn about fearing the Most High. Learn what He expects from us. Learn what we should eat, what we shouldn't eat. Learn who we should love, who we shouldn't love. Learn the difference between taking medicine and being a drug addict. There's a difference. Learn. Learn if you should, have dreadlocks and smoke marijuana because it grows from the ground. Learn about whether or not that's lawful. Huh? Yeah, learn. Stop. Come challenge what you believe. Like challenge your own beliefs. You understand? Bring your beliefs to our classes and challenge, say, well, I believe that it ain't nothing wrong with celebrating Christmas. It's for the kids. Come in here and defend your, come here and put your belief to the test under the scrutiny of the wisdom of the Most High God. Put that silly Christmas tradition that you feel so strongly about that you think your kids will hate you if you don't celebrate Christmas. I'll teach you that your kids might hate you because you do celebrate Christmas. Oh, lots of parents getting hated because their child ain't get the new PlayStation, huh? Or they ain't get enough Robux, or the Fortnite juices, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? a lot of parents are getting hated because they're celebrating Christmas. Wouldn't it be nice to remove that burden? You know what I'm saying? That whole variable, that whole event, just eliminate it. Wouldn't it be nice to not have to stress the hell out of yourself from the day after another terrible tradition, Thanksgiving, that damn Black Friday, to not have to go empty your bank account to get all the gifts that your kid's going to hate you for? It's just an example. Bring those things that you believe are just fine to these classes and learn what God says to do. And we'll show you how practical it is and how beneficial it is to put into practice the culture and the customs that the Most High says that His children should follow. But we're going to go to this last scripture, right? And then we're going to call it. Let me get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4. And verse. Let's go to verse 6, man. All right. For time's sake. Deuteronomy 4 and 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them.
It says, keep therefore and do them. What does the Bible want us to keep and do? Amawah?
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
Keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man, of the Most High. Just keep them, do them. Don't eat pork. Don't worship their gods. Don't practice their lascivious lifestyles. You understand? Don't be a drug addict. To hell with the mollies and the perks and the lean. Do they still talk about lean? The cough syrup and stuff? Yeah. To hell with being a junkie. Read.
For this is your wisdom.
For what?
For this is your wisdom.
For this is your wisdom. Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments is your wisdom, young man, young sister. Keep these law, statutes, and commandments. This is your wisdom. Other nations don't have this wisdom. The Most High says, as far as these statutes and judgments, the other nations, he didn't give them to them. He gave them to us. And that's how we'll stand out in the crowd. That's how we'll stand out in the public school. That's how we'll stand out in Walmart. That's how we'll stand out on Christmas. That's how we'll stand out on voting day. We'll stand out because we'll do things differently. We're going to do what the Most High says to do. Read.
And your understanding.
And your understanding. You better, you're so confused. You want all the answers to all the questions and all the problems that you've ever had. It all goes back to the law, statutes, and commandments. You just have to be taught that there's to do it. You have to be taught that it's in your best interest to follow them and obey them, which is completely opposite what the Christian church teaches. The Christian church teaches that those things are done away with. Those things are irrelevant. God doesn't even care about the law. He just cares about your heart. The heart that the Bible says is desperately wicked. Who can know it? You understand? Like, we can do better. There's wisdom and understanding in keeping these laws. Read.
In the sight of the nation.
In the what?
In the sight of the nation.
In the what?
In the sight of the nation.
In the sight of the other nations. The other nations are supposed to see us do these things. You understand? You ain't supposed to hide the fact that you're an Israelite. You're not supposed to hide the fact that you serve the God of the Bible and that Christ, Yahweh Shai, is your king. You're not supposed to hide that. That is not something that's supposed to be, tucked away and hidden. There's a pride about that the other nations are supposed to see. You understand? They're supposed to see what you do and don't do, how you don't go along with the rest of the crowd, huh? You don't go along with society. You don't go do the terrible things that they do that's just normal and just popular. Oh, you do things differently. They're supposed to see that. Keep reading.
Which shall hear all these statutes.
They're gonna see you not doing what everybody else does, and they're gonna ask you, what the hell's going on, man? Why you don't never come in the bathroom and hit this joint with us, man? Why you don't never hit the vape pen, man? What you allergic or something? You scared? Huh? And then you're gonna tell them, no, I serve the God of Israel. I don't get high. You understand? Yeah, I don't get high. I don't strive to be a drug addict. I've been raised to be stronger than that. You understand? I'm being raised to be a man of the Lord. You understand? Oh, they're gonna hear it. Oh, you don't celebrate. You don't celebrate your birthday. You don't celebrate Christmas. You don't go. You coming to the damn Halloween party, huh? Your girlfriend, your little girlfriend's gonna wonder why she ain't getting a heart and teddy bears and chocolates for Valentine's Day. And you're gonna tell her why, because you serve the God of Israel, man. You fear him, huh? Your people are destroyed because we forgot that we're supposed to serve God. We've been lied to and hustled by an oppressor that taught us, no. You do things our way. Our way is so the oppressor's way is so carnal and just flesh satisfying, but spiritually, decaying. You understand? Keep reading.
Instead,
What are they gonna say?
surely this great nation.
Surely what?
This great nation.
Surely what?
This great nation.
You talking about these thugs from the ghetto?
This great nation.
You talking about these damn these spics, you know what I'm saying, from trying to cross the border?
This great nation.
Oh man, you talking about those Indians from the reservation?
This great nation.
Ooh, they're gonna see our conduct and they're gonna say, surely this great nation. These ain't people to be effed with. You understand? These are special people, man. These people are truly different, man. Read.
Is a wise.
Is a what?
Is a wise.
Is a what?
Is a wise.
Is a wise. Keep reading.
And understanding people.
And understanding people, man. You could raise your child to be wise and understanding. You could and you know what'll happen? You know what'll happen over time? People will observe you, and there's going to be other, Judites, you know what I'm saying, Issacharites that are going to see the way y'all, they're going to be like, what is this that y'all are into? And you're going to teach them. You're going to say, yeah, my father taught me that, we are Israelites. We're the 12 lost tribes. You understand? We're from the tribe of Judah. You get what I'm saying? You're going to start to break these things down, and we don't do this and we don't do that. And all the lies that you've been told about, Christ being white when Christ was black, the Israelites being, people of color and not like the ones that are protesting right now, over there in the Middle East. You understand? Like they're going to be like, damn, okay. You understand? And before you know it, they'll be sitting in here, right? Asking questions. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? Salakia, sir, what about this? Can we do this? Can we eat that? No, the Bible says don't. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna come, man. You're gonna win souls, man, and we're gonna fix this nation. Everybody understand that? But we got to be the example. Everybody understand that? All right. So that's gonna do it, man. We got another class coming up tonight, man. On all the same pages, but it's gonna be Aaron from the Baltimore school. All right. So make sure y'all tune in. Like I said, whether you on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or TikTok, all right. Make sure you tap in. All right. So with that, oh yeah, if you tuning in too, don't forget to hit that attendance link in the chat. You got to click that in order to get credit for that attendance, man. Go ahead and start that 90-day process, man. Get your life right. All right. So with that, I want to say Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb to all the Akim, Yahweh Shamar Alathan Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah to the Akwathium. Shalom, Israel.